Hello, Tennessee. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Storied rivalry right here. Had to put on the Tennessee. Had to put it on. Good evening, Mikhail, April. What's up? 7-5 Tennessee. Number 19 Tennessee versus number 5 Yukon. Man, are they subbing their 5 already? I know how Tennessee like to sub 5 at a time because that defense they putting on. Good evening, everybody. 7-5 Tennessee. Let's go, Lady Vols. Make that 9-5. And there goes that defense. Full court pressure. Paige Becker's with the ball. Oh, they got her in backcourt. Ooh, she gets it. Oh, they break that easily. They break it easily. What's up, Ricky? But Tennessee gets it up the floor quickly. And for 3, short. Offensive rebound. And a foul. Woo. Come on now. This is emotional when it's Yukon and Tennessee. They showed some footage at the beginning of the rivalry. Coach Pat Summit. Rebound, Yukon. Woo. They missed the 3. Good box out. Let's do this. Oh, and another foul. Tennessee going to the line. And 5 more coming in the sub. Man, Tennessee is like, they're going way. They do the old school thing, 5 for 5. So you have fresh legs. Yes, yes. They got Rebecca Lobo calling the game. Of course, she's been a part of that big old rivalry as she was wearing a Yukon uniform. Tennessee misses the first free throw. Sound like Rebecca Lobo just says she doesn't like the pressing, just man to man, no zone, just man to man defense. I used to have that philosophy. I couldn't stand zone stuff, but there it is. They got that pressure on. 7-10 Tennessee. Paige Beckers attacks the basket and gets fouled. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. In the building. Yeah, this is a thing. Always a thing, right? Let me close some of these windows. Paige hits the first. She has some bumps in the road like any rookie does, like Keegan Clark did early, most likely, but she is going to be a very good pro right away. Okay. Oh, I hear them talking to D. I like that. That's all. That's me. I always preach that. Blah, 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 blah. And no. Yes. Got the drop. Tennessee. Let's go. I hope I'm on the same page as everybody and I'm not so far ahead or so far behind. Too easy. Easy basket, Tennessee. Do I like the zone now? I'm more of a I prefer man-to-man defense. But they got to be able to shoot. Like, so I'm for the zone if it works for you. And I'm definitely for full court pressure. Whether that's a zone type full court or man-to-man full court. But zone, yeah, I learned that it's especially like when you're doing high school and stuff, like so many of them don't shoot very well. So, you take your chances and get in the zone, and then if they knock down shots, you can get out of it. But I honestly prefer man to man. But even better to mix it up. Oh, you're synced up. Good. Good. Yes. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Shout out to y'all. Mikhail is from Minnesota. Thank you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Jay? What's up? Let me pull this game up on ESPN. Ooh. Let's see what we got. Nope. Where are we here? I always have the hardest time finding my way on the ESPN website. I always have the hardest time finding the game. And such it is right now. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Okay. Box score. There we go. All right. So we got Paige with 5, Sarah Strong with 4 for Yukon, and for Tennessee, Spearman 2, Whitehorn 2, and Spear 2. Spearman and Spear both have 2. And they've got 3 off the bench from Hollingshead and 3 from Puckett for Tennessee and 2 from Shade off the bench for Yukon. So do we have any Yukon fans in the house? Thank you, April. I just ran upstairs like, oh, I got to put my Tennessee gear on. I don't feel like wearing that hat. I was going to put the hat on. So, had to do that. Girl, I'm in between hair appointments and my hairdresser is busy. I'm thinking afro. I might go. I don't know what I'm doing next time because I'm done. I'm done with this, and I need to straighten it or flat twist or afro. I don't know, but I don't know what y'all gonna see next week. So I'm ready to do something different. Jay, it's 7:46 in the morning in the Philippines. This water is really good. Oh, I'm really thirsty. I don't know. Yukon fans in the house or Tennessee fans in the house. I hope I'm hanging out with some Tennessee fans. Paige Beckers is on the floor. The floor. And now Yukon has a little full court pressure themselves. And they get the steal, but they can't make the layup. Woo, they had like 3 shots. And they lost it again. Tennessee, you cannot do this. They said fair, turnabout is fair play. We got a little pressure ourselves. And there is Paige with a miss. All right, the three. Spencer went for three. 15-13. I don't think Tennessee coach Kim Cole knows what in the world she's doing. Why you say that? You like Yukon, Don? Come on, Don. And 2 for Yukon. They talked about it at the beginning before the show, before the game, that Caldwell tried to explain to her team, because these are young people. And she can't believe, the coach, she's like, I can't believe I'm in this moment on that court where, the history between these two teams. And she tried to explain to her team, they've already had 19 substitutions for Tennessee to 2 from Yukon. She said she tried to explain to this team, how much this means to the fans, the rivalry. And I remember how young these players are. I'm thinking, I hope every single one of y'all know the story. One thing about having so many substitutions as Tennessee does, nobody feels like, oh man, why is she taking me out so early? Everybody's getting taken out. Whose nails? My nails? My nails are usually done. I just had red. I just switched it. Supposed to be navy, but they look black. So I'm not really feeling it. It's 17-15 Yukon. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, Jay, for Tennessee to get this win. But it can be done. We saw what Iowa did the other day. Oh, nice. And blew the layup. Tennessee, you cannot blow those kinds of opportunities. She faked the girl out her shoes, got all the way to the basket wide open, and just missed. You need every one of those. Oh, wow. Thursday, Stanford, Notre Dame. Is that men's? Oh, that's women's. Or is that tonight? Oh, that's tonight. Tonight at 8:30 is Notre Dame. Man, you never noticed. It's funny, you noticed the dark ones, but you didn't notice the red ones. But I thank you for the compliment. But yeah, they're usually done. At least lately. I took like a year off from doing them, but I started doing them again like a month or so ago. Long story. Yeah, Shamika Holtzclaw, the 3 Meeks back in Pat Summitt's day. I was when she was in Tennessee, and I followed her when she went to the Washington Mystics. Shamika Holtzclaw, Tennessee, Tamika Catching, Samika Randall. Those were the 3 Meeks that won with Pat, Coach Summitt when she won 3 back-to-back championships. Number 23, Shamika Holtzclaw. She ended up going through some depression and stuff like that, mental health issues. She lost her grandmother who helped raise her. And Coach Summitt was like a mother, second mother to her. So she ended up leaving the WNBA sooner than I think one would expect during the time where I wasn't watching anymore. Are you, Ricky? 400 points, 30 blocks, 30 steals. Rebecca Lobo, Maya Moore, Breonna Stewart, Sarah Strong. Tennessee's been stuck at 15 for a long time. And they take another 3. And they miss everything but the backboard. Paige went back to the braids. Must have been tired of all the media comments. Oh, I must have missed those. You were a big fan, Ricky? Yeah, she was a special player. Yes, she was. I don't know. Oh, nice steal. Tennessee. So it's 1-on-1 on the steal. And she just steps through and finishes. Finally, 17-19. Yeah. Notre Dame versus Stanford. Yeah, I saw that show up and I was like, whoa. 29.4 on the shot clock. Smooth Will, that's okay. I'm just talking. I guess I'm talking because I just got them done and they're so dark. They look black. So they're not my favorite. But so I'm kind of like, but no, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say that. I'm going to attend my Pitt Panthers game when Notre Dame comes to town on the 13th. You go. You go, girl. Yeah, thank you, Caitlin. Oh, end of the first quarter, 17 Tennessee, 19 Yukon. They look purple, dark blue. Yeah, I'm glad because they're navy. But I was thinking they were a little bit lighter. So I went from the red, which was bright, and then I went to the navy, which I thought was lighter, but it doesn't always look the same once it gets on your nails. I would love for Notre Dame. I mean, obviously, Tennessee would be my favorite. But yeah, Notre Dame. I'd love to see Notre Dame win a championship. I remember back in the day when they won with the current coach when she was a player, Neil Ivey, who ended up playing for the Indiana Fever. Talasia Cooper takes too many untimely shots, especially three-pointers. Well, let's see how she's doing so far. She has taken 3 shots. One of them was a three-pointer. She has no points yet. And Sarah Strong is the leading of all scorers in the game. I put up 2 videos. Check them out. I just put up one before this one started. Check them out. Hit the like button. All the good stuff. My last video that I put up a few minutes ago was about Marina Mabrey playing musical chairs in the WNBA. Dallas, Chicago, Connecticut. Where to next for Marina Mabrey? She's making her rounds. $7:30. Oh man, oh man. Who wins the free agency? We know the answer to that question. Let's see what the coach says. Yeah, sounds like the coach agrees. Sounds like the coach agrees with Mr. SC Brad. She says she's forcing it a little bit too much right now. Sueda said championship should be Notre Dame versus UCLA, but as an Iowa fan, hoping that they can make Final Four at least. They got the talent to beat any team, just need shot consistency and fewer turnovers. Yeah, I'd like to see Iowa do well also. So welcome, Basil. YouTube is hiding this from me. Yeah, I even made a comment on your other video about my shock that you were not watching this. Yeah, I'm here. The Texas says Marina don't want to be a leader of the team and have them build around her. Well, that's kind of like my video. Like, maybe you should stay and create something, you know? I mean, I'd want to go too, I guess, but kind of embarrassing to ask again. And Yukon throws it away, so it remains 19-17. I know one thing, Aces fans are losing more than their lunch. Yes. Oh my goodness. What is going on? The question is Asia losing her lunch? Make some shots, ladies. Make some shots. Fever aren't done. They need to trade or cut some salary. They have $42K cap space with 3 draft picks. Be a waste to cut all 3. It is going to be interesting. Everybody's saying they're not done. I don't know. Some people are saying that Marina needs to come to the Fever. I saw some comments on X saying that steal, Tennessee steal. Copper with the steal, but she gets fouled. Fever can afford it. I don't know. I'm looking forward to knowing what the team is going to be so we can just go from there and then we can start planning. Okay, who's going to be the starting lineup? Okay, well, you know, I'm looking forward to that. Let's get in the gym. Let's get to working. Let's get these moves out of the way. I know April, I find it Becky remaining. I guess as long as Asia's there, she'll stay. When is this the lawsuit with Hamby? When are we getting something? How long is that going on? I'm kind of curious about how that affects things. Pull up, short, rebound Tennessee. It's a tie game. Tennessee can take the lead. Who's my pick this year in college to win it all? I don't know. I mean, I always want to see Tennessee win, but I can't honestly say I think they will. I haven't watched enough to know, but Notre Dame would be my second. I mean, South Carolina obviously is always going to be favored to win it all, but I sure hope for an upset there. I'd like to see Notre Dame get it done. I definitely don't want to see Yukon win. I never want Yukon to win anything. But South Carolina would be the favorite, but Notre Dame would be great. And then UCLA. Yeah. Arnold with the 3 for Yukon. Oh, she may be forcing them to pay her out. Maybe. Tennessee got nothing there. Another 3, Tennessee. Let's go. Tie game. No, yes, 22-22. Yeah, perfect. Perfect from Yukon. Penetrate. Somebody comes to help, and then you give it to the open player. Here comes Tennessee. Shoot that. Miss everything. Why didn't she shoot it from the elbow? Why am I hating on Yukon? I don't like Yukon. You know that. Never have. And she misses the layup. Let's go. Never have liked Yukon. Never. There it is. This is the reason. Right here. Okay, Basil says, let's see. His early prediction. USC goes out in the Sweet 16. Yukon in the Elite 8. USC in the Final 4. Wait, how can USC be in the Final 4 if they go out in the Sweet 16? Or did you mean South Carolina? You confused me there. Becky's a good coach. Them not firing her after the Hamby thing is costing them in free agency. Agent attitude. Like Candace Parker said the other day, Basil, she said, I bleed orange. Okay. Copper or Cooper. South Carolina in the Final Four. Okay. It's hard to imagine them not being there. They done paid. Listen, they done paid Dawn Staley too much money for her not to be there. She got to show up and show out. All of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. Instead of 22-22 is 22-26. I feel like all I did was blink. Bring some energy, ladies. Bring some energy. Whitehorn pushes off and gets away with it. For all it was worth, she missed. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, Paige tried to pick the pocket, but Cooper said, nah. And brick. Offensive rebound. Yes. Come on now. Bricks. They throwing bricks. I do like a few of the Yukon players who play in the W. Nafisa Collier, I like. And somebody said something the other day that I thought was very interesting. You never hear, at least I don't, and they were saying they don't, you never hear when they talk about the great Yukon players. You hear about Breonna Stewart. You hear about who else is currently playing from Yukon. Or even Diana Taurasi. You hear about the Sue Birds, the Rebecca Lobos. You never hear anybody mention Nafisa Collier or Gino mention them. You almost don't even know. Like somebody said, I didn't even know she played there. I've never even heard. Is she too nice? Before CC came, I had stopped watching women's basketball after C. Vivian Stringer and Pat Summitt retired. Never liked Gino and Yukon. I never liked him, never cared for him. Like I said, I got to meet him one time at the All-Star game, sat behind him, spoke to him, got an autograph. Don't even know what I did with it. But yeah, C. Vivian Stringer was just a class. She was just so classy. Really liked her. But I haven't followed closely either, especially with Pat Summitt gone. It's just kind of not the same. Even watching them now, it's not the same. Maya Moore. That's right. Maya Moore. And then there were the players who don't play anymore. Oh my goodness. Who were some of the other ones? I'm drawing a blank. I can see someone's face, but I'm drawing a blank. Until last year, the only former Yukon player I knew of was Lobo. Wow. Swin. Oh, remember Swin Cash? That's the other one I'm thinking of. I didn't care for her either, but again, she had on a Yukon jersey. Yeah. She played for Liberty and Atlanta Dream. But I look at these people and I'm like, how is she 45? Like, so much time went by. I still remember when they were in their 20s. It's wild. It's just weird. Swin Cash. I don't know if you remember her. She was selected second overall by the Detroit Shock. She left Yukon after leading the Huskies to a 39-0 season in 2002. Wow. Where did the time go? It's wild. There's so many outside shots. Another brick. So many outside shots. Yes, Swing Cash. William, ESPN has the FISA ranked fourth behind Asia Caitlin. Yeah, but they use the system because I was ready to complain about it. I thought they were based on projections, but they use this point system. They give a point for this stat and a point for that stat and stuff. So I guess it comes out however it comes out. You remember her because she's from Pittsburgh. You and your Pittsburgh. Catchings is the one that allowed me to not hate on Tennessee players. Catchings was just a class act. Always was. Yep, very good in the WNBA too. I couldn't stand her. So they all were so cocky. How did Nafisa come out like so likable? Connecticut's getting too many layups, and Tennessee can't make wide open threes. That is an excellent assessment, Richard. That about sums it up. Definitely sums it up. All right, not get a phone call about my car today. People mad at ESPN for having CC second. Huge CC fan, but she's 3-4 until she proves otherwise. But it's those numbers. I'm not sure what those numbers are. Like if you've got a system, then it's the system. But when I look at those numbers, it's wild to me. Some of them are just ridiculous. I'm like, who is it they have way down there? ESPN rankings. Let me see. Is this the one? Yeah. So they have Aaliyah Boston at 11, and then they've got Satu after Angel, after NECA. Okay, NECA, okay. But I mean, some of this is just wild. Number 1, Asia. 2, Caitlin. 3, Brianna. 4, Nafisa Collier. Then Alyssa Thomas, Arike, Sabrina, Jonquel Jones. What is Jonquel Jones up to? Anybody know? Does she play in the offseason overseas? At halftime, they will be reliving the rivalry. Did I see the Indy Visitor Conference? I did not. Tennessee women's basketball will drop out of the top 20 after a loss versus Yukon. Well, seeing as they're not going to lose, I guess we don't have to worry about that, right? Keep hope alive. I don't think people looked at the reasoning. Okay. Yep. Kim Peratt. I can remember the date, August 19th. Is it 1999? Kim Peratt. Let me check my numbers. It was extremely difficult. Kim Peratt. When she passed away. Yep. August 19th, 1999. January 18th, 1967 was her birthday. Yeah, I remember it well. It's so sad. Come on, Tennessee. I don't know how anyone with eyes can place Brianna over Nafisa. I mean, their stats and unrivaled are like Nafisa is like I said in the video yesterday or 2 days ago. She's a woman among little girls. She just is destroying everybody. Turnaround, jumper, and good, Cooper. Her first field goal. Sarah Strong. Oh, easy layup missed by Yukon. Paige is on the bench. She's got 2 fouls. Woo, long 3. Nothing. Somebody work the ball inside, move the ball, reverse the ball, something. Just 3-point shots. Short. That was another outside jumper. And boom, finally slow it up. Skip pass in the paint. Back outside. Is that Whitehorn? It's almost like they're not used to getting the ball inside. They get it there and they freeze up. Kim, Kelly, and Clark were answering questions about the city and such. Catchings opened the event. Nothing huge, but I think you would find it interesting. Where was this at? Where was this? I saw a little snippet. Is that with Caitlin wearing the Kansas City Chiefs sweatshirt? I saw a little something, her talking about how she knew she was going to be a good fit, being from the Midwest and stuff. Nikki McCray, yes, that was number 15. Nikki McCray, Washington Mystics. Yeah, that was really sad. She was a great player. Played alongside Shamika Holtzclaw. And Richard says Asia's not the best player in the world. Oh, another 3. No good. That was from Yukon. It is 32-28 and a bunch of missed shots. Whitehorn turns, fade away. It is good. Okay. It's 30-32. Yeah. Paige has the ball. Picks up her dribble. Gives it back. 10 on the shot clock. Kicks it out. They worked the ball around. Didn't get a shot. Tennessee messing around with the ball. It's tied up. Ooh. Who was shot with the... Who? You guys talking about Nikki McCray? Smooth if you're done. Nikki McCray. No. Nikki McCray had cancer, I believe it was. The Tennessee play. Yeah, I remember hearing about that now, actually. But no, that wasn't her. And an easy layup. (30-34) Tennessee, 148 left in the first half. And an offensive foul. Can we see that rebound? Can we see that replay? Coach Caldwell is disagreeing. How was that offensive foul? Just mobbing the ball handler. Oh, it's Georgetown. Okay. I remember the story. 34-30. Like nobody's running away with this. 140 to go in the first half. I don't think she is either, Richard, but everybody else seems to think so. So, I mean, I haven't watched her a whole lot, so maybe I'm just missing it. But whenever I've seen her play, I wouldn't call her, I would never have seen her as a guaranteed number 1 pick. But I guess injury has slowed her down. So there's that. Hey, Retro. Oh, yes. Come on now. She almost lost that one. 30, and then 2-on-1 underneath. And a foul. Connecticut cherry picking. Happy Thursday. They certainly can so far. We'll see what happens after halftime. You know how they come out after halftime. Even her freshman year, she was good and had all the hype, but CC was much better. And Yukon makes both 36-32. And they throw it away. Trying to go behind her back. And a three. And it's good. They're making you pay. This is not how you want to go into the half. Now it's 39-32. They got that pressure on. Yep. They could have had some momentum going into the half. Step through. Was that an and one? Yep. And one. Let's go. Step through. It wasn't. It might have been a little bit of a travel. I think she might have slid that pivot foot, but it was so minute. All right, 35-39. 36 to go. And they get her ahead. They did the CC thing. Got it ahead, but missed the layup. That looks familiar as well. 35-34. They're going to go for the last shot. Oh, Scott Agnes. Okay. Scott Agnes. That might have been the one I saw some of. Fever's got a super team. AZ Flood has 3 fouls. Gino is not happy. So they got to put Paige back in with 2. So AZ can go out. 4-point game. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's a good call. She just grabbed her. Gino needs to retire. Okay, here we go. That was so smooth it barely hit the net. 9 seconds to go. And missed the layup. Let's go. Now, she double dribbled. Oh my goodness gracious. All she could do is smile. They could have had the last possession. Now 1.4. They got Paige inbounding. And they catch, but okay, great. Tennessee kept them from catching. Well, 39-37. Not bad. Paige Beckers for the interview. Yep, she has 5 and 2 fouls. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Carolyn Peck used to coach with Summit.
Well, Yukon has been extremely patient with the offense because Tennessee wants to speed you up because of the patience.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Arnold has 7 points, and Spearman 7 points for Yukon. So she's sorry, Sarah Strong with 12. And they everybody has scored except for Caitlin Shen. And Paige has 5. But she also has 4 assists. As for Tennessee, leading scorer is, well, Spearman has 7 and Spear has 7. But we've got nothing here from, let's see, Cooper with 2 points. But she gotten off the steal. They got to do better than this. Come on. Oh, making me itch. Yes. Tennessee needs to just be patient. Tennessee is athletic, but they aren't making good decisions. Seems they're being rushed. They are rushing for sure. This is like, it's just weird watching Tennessee. God bless them, but I sure don't remember. They just a different team than back in the day. Yeah, Carolyn Peck, you can, yeah. She certainly has aged. Yeah, of course, so have we all. And speaking of which, look at Coach Summit and Gino. Rebecca. Man, don't even mention the ice storm. You remember what that was like for me early January. I still have the scars from my cat as I had to try to leave home without any electricity. So tell me, which Indiana Fever move is your favorite? And not including Kelsey, signing Kelsey Mitchell again. Not including that. What's your favorite? I'm looking at my phone. Travel math can earn you. A 1/4 inch of ice this morning. Schools were delayed. Wow, you got that much ice and they just delayed it? Mercy. No, man. I hope everybody keeps their electricity. Everybody stays warm and safe. Okay. April says DB is her favorite. Yep. Retro, keep that electricity on. Anybody else? Who's your favorite? We got Sophie Cunningham. We got DeWanna Bonner. We've got Natasha Howard. We've got, who am I missing? We got Sydney Colson. Yeah, I don't know where the ice is. I'm out of the loop. We got a little here in Des Moines, but it wasn't too bad. The Iowa ladies had their flight to Minnesota delayed because of ice. Whew. Okay, Basil says Smith leaving, Sophie coming. Howard will be the biggest impact on the court. Okay. Oh, Retro's in Ohio. All right. So Sophie Cunningham's getting a lot of nods there. All right. Howard gets another vote. People are worried that Bonner and Cece will clash. I'm not worried, Richard says. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Cece just wants to win, so I think she's going to be the ultimate or the consummate professional, right? Smith leaving was my favorite. Howard coming on. Okay. So what other, everybody's saying that they're not done yet. What other moves we got? Sweden says, I just hope everyone the Fever signed are really there to win. Let me put this up here. Are really there to win and not sabotage from the inside. Though I don't think White would hesitate to cut anyone not pulling their weight. Yeah, I don't think anybody would come on just to sabotage, but it gets a little bit tricky because it puts questions in people's minds. I don't know. Some of the close knit stuff can be a little tricky, I think. Thank you, Richard. It didn't notify me yet, but I can. There it is, Richard. Thank you so much. I appreciate that donation very much. Very much. Thank you. Yes. I think the new trainer is going to have everyone in skill check. Coach White approves of DB, so it's good. We need a true center who can protect the paint. So you're saying that's not Aaliyah. I like Lucy Olson for the number 19 pick for Fever. I wish Kate Martin would come. They have 3 draft picks and only 42K cap space and no roster spots, so they need to get rid of players or trade the picks for future picks. So, all right, there's Coach Summit. Look at her. Sorry. Wow, that was Nikisha Sales. Nikisha Sales from the WNBA. I'm going back 20-something years. So let's check my memory. Nikisha Sales, number 42. Am I right? Let me see. She's 48 years old right now. How is that possible? Yep, number 42. Oh my goodness, Adrienne. Wild. Connecticut. Diana Taurasi. Wow. There's Host Claw, there's Catchings, Maya Moore. They're showing the old ones. Final 4 appearances. Michelle Snow. Kara Lawson. Man. National champion is Purdue head coach. Oh, Carolyn Peck was the head coach then? Women's Basketball Hall of Fame inductee in 23, assistant coach under Pat Summitt from 93 to 95.
In the finals. Well, what did we do? But we met again in the finals. And let me tell you, Connecticut, Gino had been there for 10 years and needed to beat Tennessee to be put on the map. Well, Pat had already won 3. And so after that game, when the Lady Vols had lost in the locker room, I'm expecting a pat on the back, seniors, congratulations for getting to the final. No, Summit had a standard. She said, this senior class, you're my first one that hadn't won a national championship. Juniors, recognize this. Like there was a standard.
Yeah, it was Pat, man. Coach Pat.
So watching Pat was constantly all season long. She's watching different clips of how she could get that edge. I guarantee you, Gino did the same thing. It made women's basketball a soap opera because it was Gino against Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, it was worth every cent of admission to see these two giants go head to head.
Thank you. She said that so well. I miss those days. I miss those days. If Pat Summitt lost in the NCAA tournament, she would wear a T-shirt with that team who beat her She would wear the t-shirt throughout the whole off season. And when she went running, when she was working out, she would have that on to remind her of that team who beat them. She was intense. April says, if you take away a WNBA rule and add a rule, what would it be? For me, no more jump balls. Use the arrow. Shorten the shot clock by 5 seconds. Ooh. Such a great question. Well, there are lots of rules. If you're talking about like safety rules, I would definitely say get rid of those nails. But I think you're talking about game type rules in the WNBA. Shortening the shot clock could lead to, I kind of like it, but it could lead to sloppy play like we're seeing in Unrivaled where you're just rushing. I gotta think about that. I think I prefer, we might be just totally opposite, April. I think I prefer the jump balls to the possession arrow. Like I'd rather have the jump ball. I think I don't care for the possession arrow. I don't know. Whatever you want. April said, let me put this up because I want other people to weigh in on this. I think this is such a good one. If you take away a WNBA rule and add a rule, what would it be? For me, no more jump balls. April said, use the possession arrow and shorten the shot clock by 5 seconds. Anybody else? What do you think? Anybody? What do we got? No jump balls. Why? Because they can't jump. Possession arrows for children, not professionals. I prefer jump too. Except it's kind of corny when you get like a Dawn Staley when she was playing at 5'6", jumping against Elisa Leslie, right? At 6'5". Jump balls are kind of lame to begin with, so you balance it out and then you actually resolve with the jump ball. Yeah, the shorting time. Yeah, the reviews should definitely. I did do the video which I said 5 things I would do immediately if I were commissioner, but just thinking about the game itself, rules. I don't know. Basketball is basketball, right? It gives me something to think about. 12-minute quarters. What was the rationale for going back to quarters instead of halves like the guys do? Lower the rim. That's what Shaq would say. Lindy agrees with shortening the shot clock. Consistent conduct about the stanchion. Is it technical or not? It's hard to watch on Rival. The sloppy play. It's obvious they're there for a paycheck. I don't think they're there just for a paycheck. I don't think women tend to. They want to get paid, but women just don't tend to function that way. So I don't think they're just like not caring. I think the difference between the Lunar Owls and everyone else, though, is they play like a team. I hate the advance the ball rule. Honestly, I know this is not popular at all, but honestly, I'm not a huge fan of replay. Not replay, but like being able to challenge. Since you have it, of course, I want you to use it. But overall, I don't like being able to go back and look. In football either, I kind of like that the element of the human element. Like if you miss a call, it evens out. I didn't like it when we first started doing that. where you could actually go back and you could check it and you could change your call. I don't know. Well, 37-39, third quarter. But I don't know why we went away from the halves. And there they go. Yukon strikes first with a layup. Is Brittany Griner the only one who can dunk? I don't know. Current players? No, Jonquel Jones can dunk. Jonquel. $41-37. And they miss a three. There are just so many three-pointers. I'm like, you used to have to play inside out. I don't know. It starts to get pain. They say that's what's hurting the men's game. I like the challenge. The ref will cheat to no end. Well, that's a point there for sure. But then you get the people like the Lynx, the refs, the Lynx versus the Liberty, who called that on Smith, Alana Smith, and we're all looking at it and we know there was no foul, and he made up some bogus rule. Okay, there you go. Take the three-point line out farther. They did that not too long ago. That three-point line used to touch the arc of the lane. So they moved that out not that long ago. If the refs were worth, they're too bad. Well, that's the point. Like, don't put bad refs in there. You know? They need to make a normal three first. Oh, let me respond to this text message. A 4-point line. Oh my goodness. No way. If anything, no 3-point line at all. Listen, I don't even mind what they're doing in Unrivaled, where you get one shot, one free throw. And it either, if you're shooting a 3, it's a 3. If you're shooting a 2, it's a 2, or you get nothing. I mean, I wouldn't advocate for it, but I kind of like it in Unrivaled. They asked CC if she'd be for 4 points. She said she didn't hesitate to say yes. Earn your points on the line, no gifts. But it's not a gift, because if you miss, you get nothing. You get nothing. Get your points from the line. I mean, like calling it padding your stats isn't quite accurate, because, I mean, if I miss on it, like I got foul shooting a 3. Now, granted, if I make the first one, then hey. But if I miss the first one, I get no more opportunities. It could go either way. I agree with Shaq to lower the rim. Smooth Will says opening the door for fancy dunks in the women's game was shoot it to the stratosphere. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Caitlin Clark shot the interest to the stratosphere and she doesn't dunk. And I don't know how many people want to see women dunking all the time. Maybe it's just me. Oh, yes, the drop. I mean, I did a video on it. I've done polls on it. And the last video I did, people said they really weren't interested that much in the dunking. It wouldn't make them any more interested. Free throw percentage would be up. That's true. The bigger ball, I got a video. I told Iceman I was going to do on that because I planned to do a video. I don't think the change of the ball makes a lick of difference. I mean, let me rephrase that. A lot of people think, this is what I was going to do a video on, I never did, but it's in my notes. A lot of people think, oh, well, the women, they use a smaller ball, so it's easier. And I'm like, no, the women don't use a smaller ball. The women use a ball that's perfect for the size of a woman's hand. So it's the same difference, right? Same thing with a man. A man will tell you a lot. If you play and pick up basketball, I used to say, play with the women. Let's play with the women's ball. I don't want to play with the women's ball because it throws off my shot. And I'm like, well, my hands are not going to grow, but you can adjust. So it takes an adjustment, but it's not to make it easier. It's just our hand size is different. So to me, it's just right. 45-45. Tennessee can take the lead. Yeah, I think AJ, I think you're right. Like lowering the rim would really, I mean, you would adjust, but it would definitely change things. I do not agree with Shaq. Dunking will ruin the game. A couple of times a year, dunking is fine, but it's become a regular thing. The fundamentals will begin to decrease, which is exactly why, Mira, that I say that, all right, Tennessee took the lead. That's exactly why. Oh, good steal, good steal. Come on, Tennessee. 49-45. Let's go. And the press. And they create a turnover. Timeout, Gino. Timeout, Gino. No, and no on the ball size. The women's basketball is not smaller. The women's basketball is the right size for the size of a woman's hand. Lowering the rim, what does that do except throw people's shots off? And dunking, like, this is exactly the reason why I say women are more fundamentally sound than men, because men can get away with the height and the strength and can dunk the basketball and do this other stuff that women can't do. Women have to be. It's not smaller. If you're understanding what I'm saying, it's not a smaller ball. The hands are smaller, so it's the right size for a woman's hand. It's not like she's getting away with anything, is my point. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Right. So, yeah, a lot of people prefer watching women too. I mean, you hear people like Kobe and other people who know the women's game. They will tell you that, and that's why Shaq said, and I did a video on this too. Shaq had said, well, the women, when he talked about lowering the rim, he said the women, they play better. And the interviewer was like, what? But what he means is that women are generally more fundamentally sound because they can't get away with sheer body strength. I don't know what you mean, Richard. Y'all hand size smaller and women are shorter also, which is why the goal lowering is a good conversation. No, because you don't need that has nothing to do with the rim. It has nothing to do with it. And we've got women who are 6'5" and 6'7" and 7 feet and all this stuff. Can you play with the basketball designed for a man? Absolutely. In fact, there was a time when it was like I was of the same mindset that somehow playing with the women's basketball was like, oh my goodness, I can't do that. I don't want to play with a women's basketball. And I would only play with the men's basketball. And then I started playing with the women's basketball. So when I go to play pickup basketball, when I would go and play against dudes, and they were like, yo, we got to play with the men's basketball. And I'm like, no, I want to play with the women's basketball. And they're like, well, it's going to mess up my shot. And I'm like, well, yours is it's going to take me a while. Now you adjust, right? For at first, the dude playing with the women's basketball, his shots are long because he's putting extra effort in. And for a while, when I switched to a man's basketball, my shot is short. So I have to jump higher and push off more. Eventually you adjust, right? So when I play with guys, if I came with the women's basketball and they came with the men's basketball, I would just say, all right, so we switch it up. Let's start with mine, then I'll play with yours. So, but as far as whether I can, yeah, they absolutely can. You can. It just takes a moment or 5 to just adjust your shot. But a guy will tell you it's not necessarily easier because of hand size, this is what I'm trying to say about hand size. So I've heard people say, oh my goodness, well, the women, it should be easier for them to be making these shots because it's a smaller ball. And I'm like, it's also a smaller hand. You get it? Like, this is how it works. So, right, it is. But it's also, again, there's a reason why. I mean, they didn't make the women's ball smaller for no reason. And there are exceptions, of course. Some women have big old burly bare hands, but there's no reason to lower the rim. I mean, I don't understand why anybody thinks, unless you want women to dunk, I'm not getting it. What am I not getting? I don't have any bias. I have nothing to prove. There's no bias at all. I'm just telling you, as a person who's played with men and beaten them, by the way, with a women's basketball or a man's basketball, I'm explaining to you what the difference is. Tennessee is kicking tail while we're talking about the size of a women's basketball. No, I don't think so. There's no reason to make the rim size smaller. No. Yeah, she has large hands. Like I said, there are exceptions to this. But that's the reason why nobody made the ball smaller so that they can make it easier for the women. They just said, oh, okay, look at women's hands compared to men's hands. But as far as lowering the rim, unless you think somehow that sitting around watching people dunk all day long is good basketball, there's no reason. 52-45 Tennessee. Well, a lot of people now, Mira, are saying that they're tired of watching the men dunk. Between dunking and shooting the 3-pointers constantly, people are tired of it. It's the norm. I think with women's basketball, what the excitement might be is when every once in a while you see a woman. But I told you, I did the whole video about the rim and all that. And I'm like, you guys know it. I'm not lying. It's the truth. Exactly. Nocturnal. I don't care about dunking when everyone can do it. Is anyone watching the game? We are. We are multitasking. But I said before about lowering the rim. You guys know as much as I do that if they lower the rim, then the same people who are dogging women's basketball now are going to be the same people who be like, oh, well, this is garbage, man. She mad trash. That's why they had to lower the rim. And then, oh my goodness, should she miss of trying to dunk, then it's really going to be on. Yo, they lowered the rim. And you see these girls, these trash girls, they still can't dunk the basketball. So I say, leave it alone. Play the game. Yep. So if Cece was going to do the 3-point NBA, probably I imagine it's going to be like you would normally play. She's probably going to play with the regular ball, women's ball. He's probably going to play with the men's ball. But she could shoot with either ball. You just have to work on it. It takes a little bit to adjust. But my guess, what did Sabrina do? Didn't Sabrina shoot with the women's ball? Or make him shoot? You guys think that, I mean, like, seriously, you ask a dude, you think, oh, well, there's more room for the ball to go in because it's a smaller ball. Ask a guy if it's easier for him to shoot with the women's basketball. Ask him. You have to learn to lay up first. That's what I'm saying. Ask if it's so much easier to play with the women's basketball. Ask a guy, hey, you get to compete. Play with the women's basketball. He's going to go, no, because it's going to throw my shot off. So if what you're saying is true, then he would want to, because it would make it easier. Real basketball, the guys who play, no, it's not going to make it easier. No, I haven't seen that done. The women's ball is too light. That's why if a guy starts to shoot, especially if he's been shooting with the heavier ball, his ball's going to be like long. And then he adjusts. Same thing with me. I shoot with the guy's ball. It's going to be short for a while. And then I'll figure it out. And then I'm like, okay, I figure out my jump, how much I have to jump and push off. And then it all comes together, right? So the good players will adjust. But in the beginning, it feels like a brick. Like it's heavier for sure for my hands and my body. 45-52. I am not wrong. I play with both, and I know what I'm talking about. Paige misses. $52-45. It makes a difference until you adjust. Yes, of course, but it's not easier. It's relative to the size of the hand and what you're used to. And again, if it were easier to play with the women's ball, then the men would want to do it. They will tell you it's not easier. So, but if y'all want to make it seem like they, making it easier for the women, go ahead. 45-52, Tennessee with 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Cooper goes up and gets the layup. Nice. 54-45. They got Paige up top with the ball with Cooper on her. Sarah Strong gets all the way to the basket and gets blocked. Tennessee said, give me that. Cookies. Kick it out to the right corner. Goes to the basket. Can't make the layup, but the offensive foul, misses the layup. Saves the ball, throws it away, but out of bounds. Woo! Got it blocked. Got it blocked. Nah, we doing all right. Women's basketball is growing. Y'all better figure out what to do with the dudes, okay? Okay. Kicked out to the left corner. And nobody boxed out on the weak side. So Sarah Strong put it up. Cooper blocked now. It's a game of runs. Tennessee keep pushing. I played with a lot of guys who have played with the women's basketball. They were just honored to get a chance to try to beat me. Just saying. Especially when you playing pickup. Ballers just want a ball. You know? Yeah, no, I'm not. Well, baller's a ball. I mean, you go pick up basketball. What you say? My ball, my rules, right? I've never seen a real guy walk away. I've never seen a real guy walk away and say, I'm not going to play because it's a women's basketball in a pickup basketball game. I've never seen a real woman basketball player say, I'm not going to play because you got a men's basketball. You show up to play and you play, you know? Now, I'm not throwing shade to NBA too because I'm so, AZ FUD. I'm so out of the loop with the NBA. I mean, I was glued to the NBA, but it's been a long time. Short. Whew, offensive foul on Yukon. Gino is so different. He used to always have to be reined in by his coach. I forgot her. I don't know her name. The lady. I forgot her name. The one who was always coming at him, grabbing him and pulling him back. I don't even know, Dream. 50-54 Tennessee. They did have a 9-point lead. They have possession now. Get it to the top. Nice penetration. Oh, nice. Nice penetration. And somebody's cherry picking. How does that happen? Back in the day, why do you assume it's over? Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all got make it seem like I can't walk or move. Like I said, before surgery a few years ago, I could still ball. And still could. I could probably beat some of y'all, and even with my joints hurting. But yeah. For sure, Smooth Will. Even still, like I be if I'm outside, my neighbor's like, oh, sweat. My new neighbors, I'm just shooting around, just doing moves. What? Girl can ball. Should the NBA be allowed to participate in the WNBA All-Star game if asked? You mean like playing? Like a skills competition? Or you mean like playing? Sounds like a challenge. Yeah, I mean, y'all only get to see a little bit on my little intro. He didn't put in any of my my dribbling skills video footage I gave him. I said what I said, Basil, and I meant what I said. I said what I said. Oh yeah, skills challenge. If they want to do that, make it fun. Why not? It's funny though. It's funny though that you guys think it's easier to put a smaller ball in the shot of the basket has to do with being the hand-eye coordination. It has to do with the arc you have on the basketball. It has to do with all those things. So it's not just like, oh, it's this amount around, so it's easier to drop it in. You're not dropping it in. You're measuring how high you're going to jump. You're measuring your footwork. You're measuring how your arms are. You're measuring all of that. So it's not just the size of the goal. understands. It's everything that creates the shot. And when your shot is on, you ever see a shot that's so on, it don't even hardly hit the rim? So and that half inch determines how I jump, determines the arc on my shot, determines if my elbow is in where it's supposed to be, determines my hand-eye coordination. Sometimes when the basketball hits a part of the rim, it allows it to go inside. So maybe the bigger ball helps. How about that? Seven seconds. Page crosses over and misses. But the offensive rebound. Woo! Another miss. Woo! I'm seriously not bothered or frustrated. I know what's up. Hannah Stokey just got her 1,000th career point. So that's great. So April, how you say that about me? I had already moved on, and Boswell kept going, but I'm the one who's trying to get my point across. It's subjective. It's not even subjective. It's obvious. Change your intro to you doing some basketball drills. Well, you do see my intro with me shooting. That's not somebody else. It's me. So this game, so looking at this game, what y'all think? Tennessee keep this lead? We're going into the fourth quarter. Tennessee has a 5-point lead, outscored Connecticut 22-15. Yukon has not outplayed Tennessee. They had 2 more points than Tennessee in the second quarter. Both teams had 20 in the, outscored Tennessee by 2 points in the first quarter. Both teams scored 20 in the second quarter. And in the third quarter, you had Tennessee outscoring Yukon by 7 points. So overall, there you go. There's that lead. And in this case, both teams are using the same ball at the same size. So there you go. It all is fair. We'll see how the fourth quarter goes. They must skip the intro. And I gave him actually some footage of my skills a little bit, but yeah, I mean, like I said, up until a few years ago, I'm heavier, I'm older, I'm slower, but for the most part, like I said, until I had surgery 3 years ago, I could move a lot better. But yeah, definitely got game. That's good, element gold. That's a good word right there, element gold. Let's see what Gino is saying. That's a good thing to say. We're having a hard time keeping them out of the lane, Gino said. which is good because they were settling for outside shots and now they're getting on the inside. He said, we're going to have to come up with something. I don't know why. I don't remember a Gino. Like, that's what I said before in a video, because he never used to sound like, I don't know why, but we're going to have to figure it out. He sound like, remember Christy Sides? We're going to have to figure it out. I'm juicier. Nah. Yeah. Okay. You can call. That's a nice way of saying it, right? Definitely heavier. But I don't know. He doesn't seem to have that same passion that he had. He just seems uncertain, which happens, I guess. He's 70 years old and he'll be 71 in March. So, but he's used to teams like totally dominating, and it's this one's he's a little bit in a quandary. And Tennessee just hit another 3. Woo! Can the game just end right now so we have this lead? 62-54 with 9:04 left in the game. This Page at the elbow drains the shot. Let's see what Page is going to do here. Iowa doing in Minnesota what they did to USC so far. All right. Woo! Another shot. Tennessee. 64-56. I don't know if that was a flop, but it cost her 2 points. That's a good question. Let me see. He was at, St. Joseph's University, Bishop Kenrick High School, the University of Virginia, and the University of Connecticut, obviously. So he was an assistant varsity coach and head JV coach at Bishop McDevitt High School. And then Bishop Kenrick High School, assistant coach with the boys basketball team. St. Joseph's University, assistant coach with the women's basketball team. University of Virginia, assistant coach with the women's basketball team, responsible for recruiting. And then obviously head coach at Connecticut. So mostly assistants. But he was a head JV coach. So basically, this is his first head coaching situation. Oh, blew a layup, thankfully. It's going well, C Smoke. You make it lively, Basil. You make it lively. So, yeah, April, he's had a lot of coaching experience, but not head coaching experience. I guess he did pretty well for himself. Page travel, good call. Good call. I hope that don't get me in trouble. Remember that one video I said she traveled? Everybody jumped on me. Did she not travel now, y'all? Did she not travel? Okay, going to the line. Element goal, that is not true. Don't push that narrative. Don't do it. It's not, that's not the case here. Well, that's not the case. Where is that the case? That's not the case in this country. C-Smoke said, imagine USC and Yukon losing in the same week. Oh man, there's a long way to go, but that would be wonderful. I did see that they give USC a good game before the Iowa game. All right. So again, I put out 2 videos today. Check them out. And I'm looking to find out what moves Indiana makes. What's going to be next? Where Marina Mabry is going to end up now that everybody said adios. Left her by herself. Let me see. Yeah. Left her by herself. So this is the thumbnail I put up for my latest video. This is it. Peace out. Marina Mabry left alone. These are some of the teammates who said adios, not even all of them. And she's all by herself. Tawana Bonner said, peace out. She said, trade me again. Again. Dallas right here. Phoenix right here. Indiana right here. Question mark right here. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to continue to listen to the live, but at 8:30, I'm going to tune in Notre Dame. Yeah, this is going to be done by then. It's 14-12 to go to that game. I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to be live for that game, though I am going to try to tune in. I predict Marina will go to the Vols. Do they have to trade you if you request a trade? If you demand a trade, as they say, do they have to trade her? No, right? And like I said in my last video, what if she ends up back in Chicago? Chicago is. DB on Twitter dealing with trolls? Uh-oh, Blake. Uh-oh. Ace is having an issue. Well, let the MVP show what she got. Uh-oh. That game is on ESPN. Yes, it is. I'm not going to go live for the start of it, but if I feel like up to it, I might maybe step in halftime, but I don't think so. But I definitely want to see that one. Go Tennessee. Tennessee was ripped. Come on, get a stop. Get out there. Page from the left elbow. Misses the shot. Offensive rebound. And a foul. See, that's why you can't give up offensive rebounds. Too many opportunities to foul. The Notre Dame game? No. I said I don't believe I'm doing it next. If I get an opportunity to or end up deciding to, I probably come in it for the second half. but I don't think so. I got so much to do, but I do want to be tuning in. I need to like fold laundry and stuff. Yeah, Twitter. I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter at all. I can't. It is a piece of work. And Yukon missed. This is the number 19 taking on number 5. The USC Iowa game was what? 14 beating number 4. 6:18 to go in the game. Tennessee up 6 and gets blocked. The Super Bowl, come on now. This is Chiefs Kingdom right here. Full pass, multitask. I would not ranked at all. Oh, so not ranked, taking on number 4, but that with that loss, I think they moved to 7. Is that right? Tennessee. Ooh, shot clock violation. Play the whistle, not the horn. And there's Paige Beckers. Uh-oh. She brings it to a 4-point game. Cheese Kingdom. Ha ha ha. Chiefs. Chiefs. And Tennessee answers. 6-point game. They got that press on. 6-point game. Can the game end already so we can win? Dead ball, dead ball, dead ball, dead ball. Sarah Strong goes strong to the basket and gets the layup. Oh, man, 4-point game again. And they throw it away. And here comes Paige. And it's foul. Tennessee, come on. Woo! It is less than 5 minutes left in this game. (63-67) Tennessee, but Yukon is going to the line. No, Lindy, no. That's why I wanted to just end. Oh, and they get the roll. Yep. Yeah. April, you had mentioned the shot clock. So when I played, we played with the 24-second shot clock. And then they changed the rule. I remember when they changed it. But our boys, where I taught and coached, our boys played a 35-second shot clock in high school because they didn't want to encourage them to take quick shots. They wanted to encourage them to play the game and move the ball, etc. Okay, Paige to the basket, pulls up, high off the glass, misses. Whoo! That would have been that would have tied the game. Here comes Spencer, kicks it out. Okay, take your time. Extend this lead to 4 or 5. Screen. Nine on the shot clock, Tennessee. Oh, nice spin. Nice spin. And finished it. Woo! Somebody. 4 minutes to go. We need to stop. Oh, back door. Back door. Somebody fell asleep. Same thing. 5 fouls. 2-point game again with 3:40 to go. I think they're changing to 35. Yeah, they did that for the boys. I think for the girls, they just wanted to get it over. Oh, steal from Yukon. They can tie the game. And there's Paige, 2-man game, and a foul. That's a good foul. Ain't giving up no layups. Ain't giving up no layups. You're going to have to earn it. Wow, good hands. Good hands. Come on, Tennessee. You're so close. You're so stinking close. Sarah Strong has 16 points. Every time I see Paige play, she doesn't put up too many points. She's 4-14. And we got 14 from Spencer Talasia with 9. Okay, the game is tied. I was thinking earlier, could it possibly be overtime? The game I went to on Saturday had the men's game was an overtime game. And we won. You got to shoot that. You wide open. Yes! Woo! Tennessee answered with a 3. It's a 3-point game with 2:52 to go. No fouls at this point. Come on, play good D. Watch that back door. Paige is ready to go back door. Nope, she sets the screen. Yep. And she, uh-oh. And they answer with the 2. We're still up 1. AZ Fudd. 71-72, Tennessee. Oh, nice. Cut to the basket. Nice feed and the layup. Get back. And a steal almost. Paige drains the 3 to tie the game. That's a big time shot. 2 minutes to go. Oh, man. Come on, Tennessee. You can do it. Oh, good. Nice step through. Yes. Oh, man. That was a Cynthia Cooper step through. Up 2. 1:36 to go. Way to answer. Here's Paige. Stop the ball. Foul. Timeout. Woo! My goodness. 74-76 Tennessee. If y'all were the Lunar Owls, I would go hootie woo. Hootie woo. Oh, man. Big time shot from Paige. Big time answer. What we got? $76-74. 132 to go. Connecticut has outscored Tennessee by 3 in this fourth quarter after being outscored by 7 in the third quarter. Same amount in the second quarter and up 2 in the first. Here we go. Stanford and Notre Dame. So Tennessee has 4 timeouts and 1 foul to give. Yukon has 3 fouls to give. That could be a problem for them when they need to foul to stop the clock and put them on the line. So we're going to see how they're going to do that. Don't do the hootie woo. Come on now. Paige, they got her on shot. They got her on lockdown. They got her on lockdown and created the turnover. She was definitely playing on her hip. Good defense. Good defense. Denied her the ball. Okay, Paige said don't foul. There's 1:26 to go. They have a foul to give. 3 fouls to give. They forced it into her exactly because she was on the shutdown. Come on, you're up 2. 1:23 to go. They're in a 2-3 zone. 2-3 zone. Cuts across. Gets it back. Oh, nice penetration. And a kick out. Cooper misses. Offensive rebound. Kick it back out. All right. Okay. Cooper shoots 3. I would have kicked it back out too, Timothy. I would have used that clock. Unless I had a clear, wide open layup, I would have kicked it back out. Can she hit 2? You need these. What is her free throw tonight? 1 for 4 tonight. She's going to end this right here. 1 for 4. Come on now. Get that, get that, get that. Come on, somebody. Woo, yeah. Come on, Caldwell. This is a present to your newborn. Yeah, baby. Both of them. Don't foul in the backcourt. They do have a foul to give. 58 seconds left in this game. 74-78. Page gives it up. Oh, now it's a 2-point game. Tennessee with the ball. Take care of it. 45 seconds left in this game. Oh, my goodness. Timeout. Whew. So there's 21 seconds on the clock. 42.1 in the game. What is Caldwell going to do? So they're going to put the pressure on them, inbounding the basketball, try to get the steal. And we're going to see what happens. Wow. Let's go, Tennessee. Let's go. There we go, Tennessee. Here we go. Here we go, Tennessee. Here we go. 3 of 5 losses by, what does it say? 2 points or something? Yukon has 1 timeout. And now, after this, Tennessee has 2 more. And, okay, so also, Yukon has 3 fouls to give. So this will be interesting. 1 timeout, 3 timeouts, 2 fouls to give. Yukon, 1 foul to give Tennessee. Possession hour goes to Tennessee. So this is where it comes in, like April said, when it gets down to the 10. So we get the possession arrow. Oh, man. Notre Dame, Stanford, live on ESPN News and the ESPN app. All right. Tennessee has the ball. They're going to do that foul to give if someone starts to penetrate before they put a shot up. Whew. Pass deflected. Stays here. All right. So now they're going to check. They trap. So now they got to check. It was called Tennessee. They're checking to see if it's going to be overturned. This is not good if it gets overturned. Does it hit Whitehorn? No. No, I say no. To say watch second half. It's on. I don't have Big Ten. And I went to Spectrum yesterday and asked about it again. They no longer offer it. It did not hit. They're not going to change the call. It has to be conclusive to change what's on the call called on the floor. It is off on fun. Thank you for your honesty, Rebecca Lobo, since you are a Yukon lady, Husky. They have to give it to Tennessee. That's what was called. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Looking at that angle. No. The ball doesn't move. It didn't hit. No. There's no evidence to change it. And Gino knows it. So, but 13 on the shot clock. So either way, Yukon gets it back. This is the same guy from the WNBA, right? I mean, I would use the reviews since they have them, but in my purest mentality, I kind of like the idea of even the human error part of it, where you have to make a call and you live with it. But of course, it has certainly righted some wrongs. So, it's the way of today. So I'm all with it. Since you got it, might as well use it, The ball definitely did not change, Lindy, like you said. At least it wasn't conclusive. So here we go. There we go. You got 10 on the shot clock and the foul. They had one to give. After this shooting. Oh. Yeah. So it gives them more time on the shot clock. So now we have a 10.1 differential between the game clock and the shot clock. I thought he wanted to foul. So they take a timeout here. Well, the foul, because they had a foul to give. So they just thought it was a good foul to erase that one foul so that you don't lose the time when you need to foul and put them on the line, and better to foul if she's not shooting and stop the movement and the momentum. But they weren't thinking, and neither was I, that it was going to add more time on the shot clock, which gives Connecticut less time when they get the ball back. So she was thinking we have a foul to give, not realizing you don't want to foul here. But Gino had the timeout. So that should have been made clear to every one of them exactly what they were going to do. And obviously it wasn't. Or not the timeout, but they had the time to during the challenge or whatever it was. Right. It added time on the shot clock. So there's a 10.1 second differential. And they got to use that clock. But you want to get a basket. 10 on the shot clock. You're way out. Screen. Go all the way. She should have put that up. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Connecticut used this last time out. I was thinking she should have put that up. There was a lot of crowd under that basket. Yes, baby. There's 11.2 seconds on the shot clock. I mean, on the game clock and the shot clock. It's the same. 4-point game. Oh, now they're saying a malfunction of the shot clock? So, okay, I want to see this foul here. Okay, 12.2 they're going to put. All right, so they lost 11 seconds. Okay, but they have 12.2. They can't do anything about it. So if I'm Tennessee, obviously, there's no 4-point shot. So play defense. They're going to try to get a quick 2 or a quick 3, whatever presents itself. Do not foul a 3-point shooter. And if they get a quick shot, they're going to be up trying to steal the ball. So you got to be careful. All right. Tennessee with the foul to give. That's good. Do not foul a 3-point shooter. And do not throw the ball away if they score and the defense comes, because they're looking for a quick one, obviously, and then they're going to foul. Back door. Kicks it back out. Don't foul. Misses. The first time since 2007. Come on now. Thank you, Jesus. Gino didn't even really hardly speak to her. Come on now. 2007. Iowa on Sunday, and now this. Oh, my goodness gracious, yo. In her first year. I got to hear this. Wow. She said, I want to go home and see my baby boy. I got to do this. I got to do this. I just got to do this right here. Yes, yes, yes. Who's that? Who's that? Who is that smiling right now? Pat Summitt. Unbelievable. She coached her team to the title 8 times. 87, 89, 91, 96, 97, 98, 2007, and 2008. And they have not beaten them since 2007. Yes, this feels real good. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. How did her doctor clear her to return to work so fast? Wow. I'm really excited. I am really excited. Right now it's 6-9. Notre Dame is up 3. Oh my goodness. I got to hang out with y'all on Sunday to see Iowa come back and beat USC. And now we've got Tennessee beating Yukon. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh man. Neil Ivy and her Notre Dame taking on Stanford. Wow. Let me see. I'm not familiar with Kate Pay, who coaches Stanford since Vanderveer retired. That was her assistant for 17 seasons. Okay. Her first year. Oh, man. Y'all, I got to go. Your husband wants to watch a movie. Lindy, that's what happened the other day. He went to sleep. You know he went to sleep. I didn't know it was on the same channel either. But yeah, I gotta go. But for real, I'm so glad we had this time together. Oh man, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I gotta get out of here. But yeah, for real. All right, hit the like button before you go. And God bless you. All right. Yes, I know. I know I got things I gotta do, but yeah, man. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Yes, great. I'm so excited. So excited.